Hello and welcome with something new, something more interesting and exciting today. Let's talk about the nomenclature of alcohols. I'm Professor Dr.Mchem from Dr.Mchem Institute of Chemistry, University of St. Jamshoro, and I'm here today with a very interesting topic to discuss the nomenclature or the substitutive nomenclature of a compound named as alcohols, right? So now there are four things you must remember when you are dealing with the nomenclature of any compound. That is, of course, that there are four main things. That is, number one is locants, right? Whenever you're doing the substituted nomenclature, keep the thing in mind that there are four main as things that are supposed to be in your mind as locants, and then prefixes, of course, and then parent compound and suffixes. Now, for example, if you have a compound named as this 4-methyl 1-hexanol, now this is a compound. You will simply see now there are how many carbon atoms? 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? So CH3, CH2, then of course CH, and then it has got a substituent, that is a methyl group, right? A substituent, then CH2, and OH. So of course the numbering will start from the end where the functional group is attached, right? So here now, if you start counting here, that carbon number 1 has got the OH group. Carbon number 1 has got this OH group attached to it, right? So now here in this compound, I will first tell you now in this typical example, what is a locant, what is a prefix, right? What is a parent compound, and of course what is a suffix, and what is a substituent. So now here simply you can see that the locant, which is at carbon number 4, that is number 1 2 3, and if you start counting from here, 1 2 3 and 4. So carbon number 1 is a locant, and carbon number 4, this one, is also a locant, right? Because carbon number 1 has got this group attached, whereas here the carbon number 4 has got this methyl group, right? This methyl group is attached to carbon number 4. So carbon number 1 and carbon number 4 both are locants. 1 and 4, 1, this one, 1 and 4, both are called the locants, right? So now here, as in this compound, I've mentioned that carbon number 4, that is number 1 2 3 and 4, is a locant. This one is a locant, and whereas carbon number 1 is also a locant, right? And here we can see that carbon number 4 has got a substituent that is also called a prefix, right? This substituent methyl group is, this is a methyl group, right? It is attached to carbon number 4. It is also called a suffix, right? It is also called a prefix, not suffix, sorry, it's called a prefix. So I was telling you about that here, as we know that this is a compound named as 4-methyl 1-hexanol, and at carbon number 4 it has got a substituent which is also called a prefix, right? Here this prefix is also called a, which is also called a substituent, right? So now here it is simply conveying us that carbon 4 conveys that substituent CH3, that is this one, which is also called a prefix, is attached to the parent compound, and which has got 6 carbon atoms, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6. So the parent compound is hexanol, right? And this as it is, it has got 6 carbons, so it's hexanol, and this hexanol is actually called a suffix, right? That is the parent compound, right? And that is called a suffix, right? So now as it's an hexane, a 6-membered carbon chain compound, and it has got a OH group attached to it. So OH means an ol, ol is there. So there are no unsaturations in that compound, no unsaturations, right? So this is an alcohol simply, and having a suffix ol, okay, suffix ol. So this was something very interesting, and I've prepared this interesting compound for you people. 4-methyl 1-hexanol. Its name is 4-methyl 1-hexanol. See how beautiful the connectivities are there, and the rotations. Now here the locant, that is the carbon number 1, is conveying us that it is holding a hydroxyl group at one position, that is OH, right? The OH group is attached to the first number of carbon, the first carbon atom, and that is also called the locant, right? So this is conveying us that carbon number 1 is holding OH group. The OH group is attached directly to the first carbon. And when we are talking about the numbering the chain or a long chain like this one, right, a carbon chain, that is this much long, we have to start the numbering from the end where this suffix is near, from where the suffix is near. So here the suffix is from the right hand side, that is from here the OH group is near, so you'll start counting from here 1 2 3 4 5 6. This is how this will go on, right? You will start from where the suffix is near. Always keep that thing in your mind. Now, keeping in view the rules regarding the nomenclature, you have to select the longest continuous chain, and keeping in view that from where the OH group, that is the chain should be started, the numbering should be starting from the end from where the OH group is directly attached to the carbon atom, right? The name of alkane is simply changed by dropping E of the alkane and adding OL to the as suffix. Now here in this carbon chain, in the straight chain, the numbering of this carbon chain will be done in such a way to give the OH group the lowest possible number, right? And the position of this OH group would be acknowledged by simply by using the number, this number as a locant, right? This number is a locant. This carbon number 1 is a locant, just as carbon number 4 is also a locant, right? So the position would be acknowledged by using the number as a locant, whereas the rest of the groups will be named as simply named as prefixes, right? They will be named as the groups that are other groups that are attached will be named as prefixes. So now here we have two examples. Now I will show you the first example, that is 1-propanol. Now here we have 3 carbon atoms, 1, 2 and 3, right? And this OH group is attached to the carbon number 1. So what would be the name of this chain, as it is the nearest to this carbon? So it would be 1-propanol, as the parent name would be all, right? So you will call it 1-propanol, right? CH3, CH2, CH2, OH. You can see easily. And the rotations, how they rotate in the space, they look just simply beautiful. Whereas I have another example, okay, CH3. Now how many carbon atoms are here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means it is something to do with, not to propane, of course, it is something to do with butanol. Now you have to look from where to start the numbering. Yes, of course, from where this OH group is attached, we will start from that end where OH is near. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So what would be the name? 2, at the 2 position at the second carbon atom, this OH group is attached, so we will call it 2-butanol. 2-butanol. Okay, so this is the name of this compound, 2-butanol. Just look how beautiful it looks. CH3, CH2, CH2, right? How can I show you? CH2, then CHOH, and then of course CH3. This is how it looks. You can see the rotations. So this is 2-butanol, and this one was 1-propanol. 1-propanol and 2-butanol. 1-propanol, 2-butanol. So I hope you have understood now how to do the numbering when you have an alcoholic group at the end of the chain, and by following these simple rules you can easily number the chain starting from the end from where the functional group is attached, right? So you will simply start from that end and you will do the numbering, and you will put the parent chain and parent name at the end. So I hope you like this video. Thank you very much.